I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love.
Your play-by-play commentator for tonight, John Stewart, and waiting to join me is the Jay Williams. But of course, we have a clash tonight between the league leaders, Montego United. They'll be taking on who's 5th place, the hottest team in the league right now, Waterhouse. And we'll be bringing you live action shortly.
Chicken, a better way. Introducing air-chilled chicken. It have more flavor. Taste better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better for the better taste. Better chicken, CB chicken, tastes way better. Air-chilled chicken, taste way better. Better for your better taste, better chicken. No antibiotic and hormone free. Have you tasted the new air-chilled chicken? Or my chicken nut? CB chicken, it tastes way better.
I save from VM Building Society. Every deposit got me here. Every step forward put me in the driver's seat.
For everything you're looking forward to, open an iSave account today. Visit gotomyvm.com to get started.
Every $25,000 you save with iSave earns an entry to win cash or a new home of your own. The more you save, the more entries you get, and every entry has a chance to win a brand new home of your own. VM iSave is the key to winning.
Here's to the early risers, and we are here all-nighters, the go the extra milers, and let's do it until it works, workers. People who are powerful, because they powered through, day after day, challenge after challenge. You see, true power is not something you can buy or collect. It's something that starts on the inside, and you always know it when you see it. Sunshine Snacks Peanuts, proud supporters of the powerful.
Ray and Neve, Pee-wee culture, yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it!
I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep Pee-wee country, rear rum, it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes,
poor rear rum, a celebration time.
I feel we culture, make we show ya Jamaican culture.
Ray and Neve, overproof from we just a do it to we culture.
A CB chicken, a better way. Introducing air-chilled chicken. It have more flavor, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better for the better taste, better chicken. CB chicken, tastes way better.
air chilled chicken. Taste way better. Better taste, better chicken. No antibiotic and hormone free. Have you tasted the new air chilled chicken? Or my chicken nut? CB chicken. It tastes way better.
I save from VM Building Society. Every deposit got me here. Every step forward put me in the driver's seat.
For everything you're looking forward to, open an iSave account today. Visit gotomyvm.com to get started.
Every $25,000 you save with iSave earns an entry to win cash or a new home of your own. The more you save, the more entries you get, and every entry has a chance to win a brand new home of your own. VM iSave is the key to winning.
Here's to the early risers, and we are here all-nighters, the go the extra milers, and let's do it until it works, workers. People who are powerful, because they powered through, day after day, challenge after challenge. You see, true power is not something you can buy or collect. It's something that starts on the inside, and you always know it when you see it. Sunshine Snacks Peanuts, proud supporters of the powerful.
Ray and Never, feel we culture. Yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one par, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep, feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor rear rum, a celebration time.
I feel we culture. Make we show ya Jamaican culture.
Ray and Never, overproof from we just have to do with culture.
after Mount Pleasant dropped points recently. The last result for Waterhouse, however, was a 1-0 win against Portmore United on Thursday, with a goal coming from Marius Sims, who yet another game winner from him, got his 4th of the season, making it back-to-back games with goals after scoring against Spanish Town the game before that. He's been brilliant lately, the young midfielder. And Waterhouse, as I mentioned before, arguably the hottest team on form in the league right now. 6 wins in the last 7. Been in their last 7 games, as I mentioned before, and having won 6 of them.
Let's take a look at the.
And after this, we'll be continuing our pre-match analysis.
Starting with the away team, Montego United.
A better way. Introducing air chill chicken. It have more flavor, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better value, better taste, better chicken. CB chicken, tastes way better. Air chilled chicken, full of flavor. Taste way better. Better value, better taste, better chicken. No antibiotic and hormone free. Have you tasted the new air chilled chicken?
Your own. The more you save, the more entries you get, and every entry has a chance to win a brand new home of your own. VM I Save is the key to winning.
Here's to the early risers, and we are here all-nighters, the go the extra milers, and let's do it until it works, workers. People who are powerful because they powered through day after day, challenge after challenge. You see, true power is not something you can buy or collect. It's something that starts on the inside, and you always know it when you see it. Sunshine Snacks Peanuts, proud supporters of the powerful.
Number 21, Omani Leacock. Number 33, Philip Scar. Number 39, The Swiss Gobino. Number 45, Shamari Lewis. Daya. Number 50, Neram Barrow. And number 66, Shamari Dadas. The team is coached by Javier Ansi, is assisted by Alex Thomas, and team manager Julian James. It's Waterhouse taking on Montego United.
Welcome back again to the pre-match analysis. Of course, the game was scheduled to start, ladies and gentlemen, at 7 p.m. but just some delays that led to this late start. But as I mentioned before, Waterhouse currently 5th place, 6 points behind Portmore United, who have struggled recently. Of course, had a draw in their most recent game, but Waterhouse have been fantastic, and that has been in large part due to their defense, one of the best defensive records in the league. As far as going forward, the wealth in terms of goal scoring has been shared around. As you can see, the Waterhouse players making their way onto the pitch. It's been a very united team, as I mentioned before, in terms of who they are. One man really standing out. Colorado Mori has been their top goal scorer this season. He only has 6, not necessarily an enormous tally. Marius Sims, he has 4. 4 scored their win in their last game, coincidentally against Portmore. A number of other players have stepped up to the fore in the absence of Mori, who's been injured recently.
And as we get ready for kickoff,
Waterhouse, of course, will be looking to make it back to the playoffs, and not just the playoffs after a disappointing season last year, but they'll be hoping to make it back to the final, which of course, last time they did that was in 2021, when they, unfortunately for them, lost to Cavalier. There's no shame in that. Cavalier have been one of, if not the dominant force in the league over the last couple of years, of course, winning in 2021, 2023, and 2024 and 2023. Yes, 3 victories in the last couple of years, and of course losing in that final to Mount Pleasant a couple of years ago as well. But Waterhouse have a chance to right that wrong this year. They're looking very good to do it. Very balanced team, full of skill and flair, of course, in the form of that young man, number 10, Leonardo Thomas. Looking forward to see what he can do tonight. Of course, he was named man of the match just 2 nights. They won 3-0 in Spanish Town Police FC. And we'll be hoping for a brilliant performance from him again tonight. Now we turn our attention to Montego United, who have been relentless in their charge towards the title. Of course, haven't won the league in pretty much 10 years. Of course, they beat Portmore United in the 2016 season. They'll be looking to get back to those winning ways. Of course, the danger man for them, as always, will be Dwight Berwick, who has 10 goals in midfield this year. They are to recapture their title, which will be their first since 2016. They'll be looking to that man for the end product in the final third of the pitch. Of course, who was at the time top goal scorer in the league, was staggering, really, 13 in 15 games. They have been sensational in terms of doing well without him. Turn our attention to Montego United. LJ, what do you make of how they performed recently and over the course of this season, really?
Yeah, I think this Montego Bay United team have been the standout team so far in the Jamaica Premier League team, and their league standing shows that they've been in first for majority of the season, looking to really consolidate going into the playoffs. I think they're one of the teams that would be much more sure of their place, but obviously the playoffs isn't where they want to end. They went to the 3rd place game last season, losing to a Xavier Gilbert coach Arnett Garden's team. They've poached his services, looking to deliver much more success to the West Coast this season, possibly even lifting their 5th Jamaica Premier League title. For Waterhouse, I think it's all about going on and up, actually, because after a bit of a shaky start to the season, they've changed around their coaching staff and it has been bearing results for them. 6 wins in their last 7, and they really have been, I would say, especially defending at a very high level, have been scoring goals by the bucket loads, only scoring more than 2 goals in 2 of the games that their new coach has really been in charge for. So only twice this season they've scored 2 goals or more in this new year, but they are undefeated in their last 7, and they're certainly looking to impose themselves here tonight at home.
And as the players make their way onto the pitch, just take some time to revel in what is sure to be an amazing game. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be having the players coming onto the pitch, and we'll continue our coverage shortly.
Of the national anthem of Jamaica. score waiting once again. That will be in goal number 13, number 6, Lucas Steeman, number 10, Dwight Merrick, number 12, Timar Lewis, number 13, Devereaux Mackenzie, number 15, Lasharo Gibbs, number 19, Philando Wing, number 27, Malachi Sterling, number 31, Bernard Gabriel, number 32, Kimani Harborn, and number 99, Brian Rambo Brown. For Waterhouse, number 80, Roger Williams.
1-1-1-1.
Number 12, the captain Kimani Campbell. Number 4, Rashawn Amos. Number 9, Javin Bryan. Number 10, Bernardo Thomas. Number 21, Omani Nika. Number 33, Kibis Paul. Number 39, Jesus Rodino. Number 45, Shamar Daya. Number 50, Mark Barrow. Number 66.
Lineups for Waterhouse: Roger Williams, Kimani Campbell, Rashawn Amos, Javin Bryan, Bernardo Thomas, Omani Leacock, Kavis Paul, Jesus Budino, Shamari Dayan, Neran Barrow, Shamari Dallas. From Montego Bay, the visiting team: Davoni Burton, Lucas Lima Correa, Dwight Merrick, Timar Lewis, Devereaux Mackenzie, Nashardo Gibbs, Philando Wing, Malachi Sterling, Gordon Gabriel, Kimani Harborn, and Brian Brown, the expert marksman, looking to get some goals for this Montego Bay United team here tonight.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Play is about to resume, about to get underway here. And Waterhouse, as I mentioned before, the host, will be looking for their 7th win in 8 games, continuing their 7-game unbeaten streak. Leger, what do you make of both teams? What do you think will happen tonight?
Well, these are two of the more informed teams in the league. I think for Waterhouse, it's all going to be about what they're going to do defensively. Their press has been stifling as of late, but apart from that as well, they've been finding a way to defend deep, dig deep, and keep clean sheets. I think that will be the first thing for them to want to consolidate today, as Montego Bay kicks us off in this monumental clash.
Montego Bay United trying to get on the front foot here. Lewis shoved in the back, but Faris says no foul. And Javin Bryan shoved off it there and loses possession to Montego Bay United. And Lucas Correa is pulled to clear by Devereaux Mackenzie in the direction of Kimani Harborn. But now here's Brian Brown through on goal. Linesman's flag does not go up. Cuts back. Oh, it takes his defender across. Unfortunately, goes behind the goal, and that would be a goal kick. But early signs of attacking prowess there from Montego Bay United.
Yeah, they are the league's leading goal scorers for a reason. Very forthright with their attacking capabilities. They may have lost their leading goal scorer, Jordan Fletcher, due to transfer, but they certainly still are potent, especially with someone like Brian Brown leading their line. They've won it high here, or attempted to. It's going to be a throw into Montego Bay United.
And Waterhouse can come clear now with Kimani Campbell trying to feed Barrow there, but goes all the way through to Burton in goal. As you mentioned before, Waterhouse, one of the best defenses in the league, but they'll be tested, as you mentioned before, given that Montego United are the most potent team in front of goal this year. But now his wing trying to find Harborn over the top, but unfortunately ball's not good enough, and Shamari Dallas has no danger to him there, and Dyer will go over to take. Dyer's throwing. Trying to find Barrow, but McKenzie gets that clear. But now is Lewis. Slips. Loses the ball to Dallas. Now is Dyer. Cuts inside. Oh, in danger of losing the ball, and he does. Brown gets it out wide to Lewis. Can get to crossing. Shouts of handball. Referee waves him away. And Dallas gets it down wide to Thomas.
Tries to find Barrow, and he does. But Barrow's offside there.
Yeah, couldn't quite curve his run quickly enough. Could the man from Guyana. Has been a mainstay in the team since making his January move to Waterhouse. Early signs from both teams that they will be looking and seeking passes in behind. Both of these teams, of course, I mentioned with Waterhouse, their pressing proficiency not too different for Montego Bay United as well. They certainly look to be aggressive, and they will leave gaps in behind.
Ball comes into Merrick here. Of course, their top goal scorer this season actively. And they lose the ball here in the middle of the park. And they could be in danger of a counter, but Leacock loses it. And they can regain possession here. Merrick on the ball. Has options. He has Gibbs. He finds him. But Amos ushers that out for a goal kick. Does well there, the young man. Been a standout defender this season.
Yeah, most definitely. I was just about to say his quality has been for all to see this season. Rashawn Amos, formerly of Arnett Gardens, but since making the move has been stellar, especially in this back three system, which allows him to cover the channels with, I would say, really expert guile. And covering that left channel, especially when Kimani Campbell makes a foray forward, he has been extremely impressive.
Most definitely. And it's that type of guy that they'll need come into the season, which could come in handy if they get into the playoffs. And now is Lewis trying to flip it over to Brown, and he's fouled in the process, Brown. And that will be a free kick to Montego United. Rio just displaying a bit of gamesmanship there, just standing over the ball to make sure they don't take it quickly. Malachi Sterling's over this as well as Dwight Merrick. Seems it will be Merrick to take. We do know he has quality in that right boot of his. Seems he'll be the man to take. Passes instead. Cross comes in and almost getting all the way through to Gabriel, but fortunately his first touch failed him, and Waterhouse remain unscathed.
Yeah, it was always going to be difficult to keep that one under control. That attempted pass by Malachi Sterling was fizzed across. Barrow already involved in a couple of duels with those Montego Bay United defenders. It will be a test for them. Both Philander Wing and Devereaux McKenzie have plied most of their trade as wing backs throughout their careers so far. And against a physical specimen like Barrow, they certainly will offer a different kind of test. Let's see how they acclimate themselves.
They lose the ball here in the middle of the park. And Mario back to Leacock. Ball to Campbell. Certainly enjoys playing further forward than his usual position in defense. Technically gifted young man. Now is Amos to take the through. He's technically gifted in his own right. That goes out for a throw into Waterhouse again. Back to Leacock. Amos. Ball being spread around here now to Dyer. Press coming from Arboyne. Evades it and passes it out to Dallas. Trying to find Thomas down his right hand side, and he does. Turns back under the pressure from wing. Two men to him at all times, but Mario coming clear. A pass into the path of Dallas. And unfortunately, he couldn't keep that in play, but a good move there by Waterhouse.
Yeah, utilizing that run in that inside channel area. And they found space in there as well. Just that final execution coming in from Gudino. Not quite accurate enough. Leonardo Thomas brushes off that earlier foul that he endured. As Devontae Burton shepherds his defenders higher as he prepares to take this goal kick long.
Burton clears downfield. On the path of Gibbs, but that's headed by Amos. And it shoots on goal from quite some distance, but never really had the power behind it from Lewis to really threaten Roger Williams and goal there. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, they say.
And I think those shots from range could be something bigger, and I'll get back to that as the pass from Timar Lewis not good enough to make advantage or take advantage of that mistake by Waterhouse at the back.
There's Gibbs. Exciting young player. Love the ball over the top from the wing, but I guess I got a bit too excited there. I thought Brian Brown would have been on that in a flash, but great defensive work as usual by Waterhouse there. Now here's Dyer, cornered by Lewis, decides to go back to Paul. Turns under pressure from Brian Brown, and the force in tackling is deemed excessive, and that will be a foul there to Waterhouse.
Yeah, two different generations, that one. Brian Brown, the expert marksman, formerly of Rossies High. Led them to the Costa Cup stardom and trophy early in the 2010s. Kavis Paul, a season ago, the player of the tournament in the Manning Cup, as Merrick does excellently to find Kimani Arboin. Of course, Kavis Paul from Guyana, but plied his trade for Kingston College. Here's Kimani Arboin, who used to ply his trade for Arnett Gardens, trying a bit of a scoop around Shamari Dallas, but unable to evade a couple of players there.
Malachi Sterling will come over to take this throw. Did mention the shorter Gibbs a while ago. One of the most exciting young talents in the league. Joint top with Dwight Merrick in terms of assists so far this season. He's been absolutely brilliant for Montego United. But the cross comes in here from Sterling, and Amos not able to quite deal with it. Shot coming in from Correa, lays it off for Gibbs, and the shot from the young man who I just spoke about, not on target at the moment.
Yeah, opted for the shot as opposed to the pass. I'm not quite sure if that was the right decision from Nasharda Gibbs. The angle was tight. There weren't too many bodies in the box, too many red shirts, but another warning shot, I would say, from Montego Bay United.
They've been on top of things so far here, but of course, about 8 or 9 minutes, 10 minutes actually gone in this game. Still no goal, but now here's Dallas. Oh, lovely flick around the corner there and gets it back. The return pass from Mario. Played it to Thomas. Leacock trying to find Campbell out wide, and unfortunately couldn't, but now here's Amos on the ball for Waterhouse.
Yeah, good interception by Amos. Needed as well, as Brian Brown was lurking, but it's Waterhouse on the attack now through Kimani Campbell. Finds Amos, who finds Campbell again, or attempted to. Nasharda gives us some excellent defensive work to intervene and win a foul for his team. You mentioned that he's one of the sterling, no pun intended, to his teammate young players in this league. Nasharda Gibbs, 2 goals and 6 assists to his name. He's been absolutely fantastic since coming over. His first Jamaica Premier League season, this one, but now it's time for Leonardo Thomas to attempt to find a pass. Barrow would have been offside. Brian Brown once again entangled with the centre back Kavis Paul. Real edgy flow to this game so far. Barrow does excellently.
Cuts back there, Brian. Cross comes into the box. trying to find Thomas back post, unfortunately unable to do so. And there's Arboin trying to bully Moreo there, but the defensive work, good work in terms of shielding the ball rather. And there's Roger Williams playing with his food there before booting it clear to Brian, who unable to control it in time, but does win a foul.
Yeah, did really well to get himself in between man and ball there. Javane Bryan has had to play, I would say, maybe a new role to him under this current management. More so operating in that left-hand channel as opposed to as an out-and-out number 9. But still working for the team. He's a former Golden Boot winner.
There's this free kick, of course. Seems it will be the captain Campbell to take. Free kick comes in, looking like a dangerous one, but gets past everyone and will go out for a throw-in the other way to Montego United.
Yeah, too deep the delivery from Kimani Campbell. Not quite the same consistency and quality we're used to seeing from his deliveries. And it's all the better for Montego Bay United because there were a couple of players from Waterhouse unmarked at that back post, but Waterhouse win it back once more. Leacock again to Campbell.
Brian had a goal there, but deflected. Good defensive work by Montego United. We're in danger there. Referee rules play on. Coutinho out wide to Thomas. Trying to take on Sterling. Turns back. Playing with his food at the moment, but a lovely pass in the path of Dallas rather. And Thomas opts not to cross. Pass to Leacock. Trying to find Barrow, and the linesman's flag does go up, and that will be offside.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if he had a reason to be offside there, Barrow. The Waterhouse very patient in and around the box. Whenever they get to the final third, they're not rushing to create a chance. Instead of looking to slam down the door of this Montego Bay United defense, I think they're trying to pry it open.
Of course, remains to be seen whether or not they eventually will, but so far it's been a really entertaining game between these two, back and forth. And now Burton will try to get his team high up the pitch and just encouraging his players to just move further upfield as he takes this goal kick. Aimed towards Brian Brown, who wins, but wins unfairly, and that will be a foul on Paul there, and that will be a free kick to Waterhouse. Dyer's pass there goes awry, and now it's Sterling. Opted not to use our point, but Lewis, lovely one-touch pass there into the path of Merrick, back to Lewis, and right before he was about to have a strike, it's taken off his feet. But it seems in the process both players have picked up an injury there.
Yeah, clash off the ball there as Timar Lewis was trying to blaze through. Was trying to get off a right-footed shot from just outside the box. Unfortunate clash between both players. It looks as if both Dallas and Timar Lewis will be fine though.
Williams throws it out wide to Amos. Has Campbell out wide. Finds Brian. Pass. Not wonderful. Inaccurate there, and Montego United will have a throw in. Of course, just a few moments ago we had the mascot, if you will, for Waterhouse. But loses the ball there, American in a dangerous position. Leacock. Leaves it for Thomas, and thankfully Wing was on it in a flash. Montego United, expert defensive work there. They lose the ball, however, to Barrow. And Barrow trying to get past Wing. He's been stellar so far in this game. He's been wherever and whenever Montego United need him in that back line.
Yeah, I think for the past 5 minutes or so, the Waterhouse pressure has been telling. Montego Bay not quite as fluid as they need to be when trying to advance and pass the ball out from the back. And Brian Brown, they've been unable to connect with him. It's going to be a throw into Waterhouse around the halfway line.
It seems Dyer will take this throw in. Trying to find Barrow, unfortunately unable to. But now here's Leacock. Ooh, dangerous tackle there. Referee rules play on, but eventually calls back play for the foul, and that will be a free kick in a dangerous area, potentially for Kimani Campbell to strike on goal.
Yeah, we've seen Barrow strike quite a few of them as well, but nonetheless, it was Dwight Merrick coming into that central area from left back late in his challenge. And it has presented a very presentable chance now for Waterhouse to possibly test Devoney Burton. 4 players currently around it.
Of course.
Barrow leaves it. So currently, I was about to say it was just Dallas and Kimani Campbell, but they've left it solo for the captain. The angle does favor a left footer as well. What can he provide?
Can the skipper provide a moment of magic for Waterhouse here to open the scoring against the league leaders? Gibbs running back now to provide some defensive support for his team. It seems a player's down behind here. Not sure who it is, but seems someone suffered some sort of collision there as they were jostling for position there.
Seems as if there was an after-ball incident concerning Gerdon Gabriel. He's down holding his hunches at this current moment. Back up now, nothing doing. Only a slight delay to the taking of this free kick, but Kimani Campbell hasn't moved an inch as he prepares to strike this one.
Campbell goes for goal. It is on target, but never having enough conviction, really not enough power to really trouble Burton, but Campbell gets it back. Poor clearance here from Burton, and they're in the ascendancy here, and there's Brian. Leaves it for Leacock, who leaves it a bit behind him. Not the greatest pass in the world. Oh, lovely turn to beat Lewis, crossing to the box, and Wing heads it clear. That will be a corner kick to Waterhouse.
Yeah, still applying a lot of pressure, this Waterhouse team, to Montego Bay United. But can they make it tell is the important question. A corner kick coming up. It will be an in-swinger, courtesy of the right boot of Denardo Thomas.
Thomas to take this set piece. One of the better playmakers in the league this year. Can he provide a moment of magic here? Not the greatest corner. And it seems it got a touch from a Montego United player, and that will be ruled another corner kick to Waterhouse. We'll have a second go at it here. Low and hard, that first one. Better one this time. Some danger there at the back post. Leacock gets it, lays off from... Oh, and he's been brought down there, Leacock, in the penalty area. And Waterhouse have a penalty. 21 minutes in, Waterhouse have a chance to take the lead against the league leaders.
Yeah, I don't think there can be too much argument about that one. Corner kick came in. They failed to clear effectively. And it was Leacock with the twinkle toes in and around the box. One La Croqueta, then two. And there was a Montego Bay United defender who couldn't help himself. And the man from Barbados taken down. And will now gift Waterhouse a glorious opportunity to take the lead in this game.
And it seems as though it will be surprisingly, well, I shouldn't say surprisingly, I thought it was going to be Shamari Dyer, I suppose that's why I thought it was surprising, but it will be Javane Bryan to take this, the number 9, the marksman, hopefully for Waterhouse fans tonight, to give them something to shout about. Up steps Javane Bryan to take. And saved! Davoni Burton with a wonderful diving effort. And the scores are still level, folks. What a save!
What a save indeed. He read the intentions of Waterhouse's number 9, Javane Bryan, and provided an expert save low down to his left. And is that the wake-up call that Montego Bay United need to get back into this game?
Oh, a lovely ball through here for Brian Brown. And if he just stuck his leg out more, perhaps could have gotten that. Devereaux McKenzie going for goal from distance. Oh, Rashawn Amos does well there. And shouts of a penalty. And none given to Brian Brown, who's irate.
Yeah, absolutely incensed, and he got a yellow card for his troubles as well. He's convinced that he got some contact there, and he still can't control himself. The expert striker going for that one. It was a headed effort. And it did seem as if there was some contact there. And he's still pleading his case to the referee. Has to be careful here because he's already been booked for the matter. And all of a sudden this game has turned up to a different notch.
Sterling with the corner. Oh, trying to be flicked on there by Lewis, but seems to be another corner after that deflection. Montego United will feel aggrieved there. Thought they could have had a penalty of their own, but they'll have to settle for a corner here. Sterling again to take. Comes in, flicked on by Lewis towards the back post, and Merrick unable to get contact. And there's McKenzie unable to keep it in play, and that will be a throw in to Waterhouse. But that was some play. McKenzie almost scoring from nearly his own half there, and it seemed as though Brian Brown, his follow-up effort was going to be put in goal, but for a challenge that coincidentally referee says no foul. And Montego United still, as it remains, level with Waterhouse here. Enthralling encounter thus far. But now here's Dyer to Thomas. Turns under pressure from Arboyne, and Arboyne kicks the ball out of play out of frustration. He's going to have to be careful. He's already seen Brian Brown be booked. He doesn't want to go into the book as well. Thomas still on his knees after that elbow to the face, it seems. Apologies for the foul language being used around us, ladies and gentlemen. Also seems Davoni Burton just made that amazing save from the spot. He's also down.
Bit of a tactical timeout, I would say. The momentum of the game was swinging frantically between both teams. Davoni Burton and Montego Bay certainly deeming it necessary that they would need a little bit of a timeout. Just saved a penalty. Davoni Burton, a key moment in this game so far, keeping the scores level. Montego Bay went right up the other end and had a huge appeal for a penalty themselves. And it's really been kicking off since. I'm sure that Xavier Gilbert will be pleading for calm amongst his team. And for Waterhouse, probably just more of the same because they have been the team in the ascension for the last 15 minutes or so. Off screen, Brian Brown still pleading his case.
It's Dyer. Coming clear, trying to find Barrow, but the touch is heavy. Under no pressure, however, and he strikes on goal from distance. And unfortunately, that will go high and wide. That effort. Burton clears long. And Dyer heads it clear. Correa winning the header. McKenzie trying to find Merrick. Oh, nasty collision there. Referee says play on. And Barrow trying to get it wide to Thomas, but it's won by Montego United, who lose position again. Godinho to Campbell. Out wide to Thomas again. Lovely pass into the path of Campbell, who's fouled there. And that will most definitely be a free kick to Waterhouse. Both teams, as we mentioned before, have been pressing quite frantically. In particular, Waterhouse. And they're in the ascension here. Cross coming in. And that's cleared by McKenzie. Leacock. Amos. Campbell trying to flick it around the corner, unable to find a teammate. Now it's Tamar Lewis. Lovely turn and a lovely ball over the top for Gibbs. He has Amos to beat. Cross coming in, and that's headed away by Paul. But Gibbs gets it to Correa. Gets rid of it. And the first time of asking. And the ball coming in there. Not the greatest cross in the world, and that's headed away by Paul. Montego United still retaining possession. McKenzie getting that to wing. Lovely pass for Brown to Merrick. Turns. Finds Arboin out wide. Who takes his man down the byline and will be unable to beat Shamari Dallas there, and that will be a corner kick to Montego Bay United.
Yeah, good bit of play there from Montego Bay United as they take this corner kick short, and it will be Philando wing to whip it in. It was a decent attempt at a cross here, but it was a Waterhouse head that met it first. Devereaux McKenzie over there on the right hand side, probably prepping for a long throw, and it is. Waterhouse have allowed it to bounce. Waterhouse trying to launch a quick counter attack, but Montego Bay now regaining possession, still in charge. And the team from the west look to build another attack. Patiently at that.
Wing beats his man there is Correa. Merrick. Lewis gets rid of it to McKenzie. Correa. The skip on the ball, passes out wide to Arboin. Good pass there to Sterling. Oh, and he's wrestled to the ground there. And it seems it will be a free kick to Montego Bay United.
The extremely rash challenge coming in from Shamari Dallas has left Malachi Sterling down in a heap as he tried to advance down the left-hand side. Escapes without receiving a yellow card. And it will be the left back, the young left back, to dust himself off to take this set piece as well.
I might add that he's perhaps a bit fortunate to only escape away with a warning there, but it will be for Tamar Lewis to take this set piece from the left hand side. A short one to Malachi Sterling, who tried to pump fake his defender there, but was ineffective. And Waterhouse can clear now, and the ball won back by Phil on the wing, and Maria had a stab at it, but Waterhouse unable to mount their counter attack that they seemed that they were going to. And Burton smartly takes the ball up there. 33 minutes gone in this one. Neither team able to find the breakthrough thus far. But of course, Waterhouse coming the closest with that penalty kick from Javane Bryan.
They don't come much closer than that. Massive chance that was for the home team, as Dallas unable to connect with Javane Bryan, who is now operating from that right hand channel.
Right there. Bye. Hey, number 27. Right there.
Sterling's throw in to Arboin. Oh, lovely bit of skill there by Correa to not make his defender, but loses possession. Godinho does well to retain it there and finds Dallas out wide, who's shoved by Correa, who in a primal roar there expresses his frustration. And as you can see here on the replay, I don't think there can be too much argument about this one, Lajay.
Yeah, I think it's always difficult whenever, as I usually say, whenever a player gets themselves between man and ball. Looks as if it will be Shamari Dyer to whip this one in, and it is. Repelled once and then twice. Brian Brown does well.
Godinho to Leacock. And finds Paul out wide. Finds Campbell. Has a chance to whip it in here. And the cross is met by Mackenzie. And Gibbs out wide now has it. The creative forces in this team. And Lewis wins a throw in for Montego United.
Yeah, Kavis Paul doing some good tracking there at interchange with Rashawn Amos for a bit. Dwight Merrick now on the ball. I'm sure Montego Bay would love to get him on the ball a bit more. His pass intercepted as Javane Bryan upended. Just a foul, nothing else. As Dyer looks for a quick pass over the top, and it's going to be offside. No, it will be retaken. Here's a foul once more. Bryan and Wing colliding in the middle of the park.
Campbell out wide on the left hand side, looking for Barrow. Instead he uses Thomas. And Thomas and Barrow not quite on the same wavelength there, and that'll be cleared, but only as far as Leacock, who regains possession. So dribbles past one, finds Campbell. That's an effort from goal, and saved by Burton yet again. Young custodian proving to be up to the task once more for Montego Bay United.
Yeah, it was a very good stop. It was a teasing effort, I would say, from Kimani Campbell. Always in the wheelhouse for the goalkeeper, Devoney Burton. But still a save that had to be made because it was on target.
Lewis, bad touch there in a bad area. Shot from Barrow! What a goal! And we have liftoff, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Waterhouse Jerusalem Mini Stadium. What a finish!
Absolutely fantastic. And that's what happens when you have quality in your team, quality up front. A small error from Tamar Lewis Neron Barrow. The patience, the guile, the curve. I could go through a slew of adjectives to describe that strike. But one thing that I can say is that it was decisive. And it's now 1-0 for Waterhouse over Montego Bay United. And it's certainly a strike worth giving any team the lead. Fantastic one from Neron Barrow.
The league leaders currently on an 11-game unbeaten streak since their last loss in December. They're in danger here of ending that streak. 37 minutes gone in this encounter, and they're lost the ball again. Ooh, a wing in danger here, but he gets the ball eventually to Merrick, trying to find Gibbs over the top, unable to do so. Now it's Gabriel, gets it out quickly to Arboin, taking on Thomas, double teamed in the corner, and so he turns back, and the pass goes astray, and that will be Waterhouse's ball. Clear it upfield, trying to find Thomas. Thomas loses possession. Now here's Philando Wing, gets past Murillo. Oh, trying to find Gibbs. Good intention. Unfortunately for him, the execution wasn't quite there.
It was going to be a difficult pass to play through for Philando Wing. Does have the quality to execute, but not good enough in the end.
What about that goal though from Neron Barrow? What a finish. Absolutely sensational. We've seen quite a number of goal of the season contenders so far this season, but is that for you, Leger, up there?
It's difficult to tell. We've seen some memorable strikes, that's for sure. I think probably at the end of the season we'll have to reconvene. But certainly a fantastic strike coming in from Barrow.
Talk about Barrow's goal, but Montego United could have a goal of their own here, but Merrick's back heel not quite on the money, and Montego United lose possession in what seemed to be a promising area. A lovely pass, a lovely attempt from Barrow, but unable to find Thomas out on that left-hand side, but will be a throw-in to Waterhouse.
Yeah, Waterhouse looking to turn up the style now. Barrow certainly playing with a lot of confidence following that goal. And Montego Bay, I'm sure they'll just want to consolidate and find a way to go into the halftime break at the bare minimum, only trailing by 1 goal.
There's Merrick trying to find Brown out wide, but Leacock gets it in the middle of the park, and lovely turn to beat Gibbs. Good composure in the middle of the park there by the young man. And back to Leacock, who's been standout so far and wins a free kick there in an advanced position for Waterhouse. Effortless that pass there, that cross-field attempt. And the pass down the line from Dyer wasn't of the same quality, and that will be a throw-in to Montego United.
And Mobe switching up a couple of positions, trying to find the right mix. Tamar Lewis now operating off the left. Rasharda Gibbs in attacking midfield, and Arboin off the right, and here is Gibbs making a run from that position.
That went close there. And Brian Brown putting his hands up in apology. He's seeing for all the world that his attempt there from the cross by Gibbs was going to be put into the back of the net, but as it stands, the score remains Waterhouse 1, Montego United 0.
There was an absolutely fantastic cross coming in from Rasharda Gibbs on his weaker left side as well. Beautiful cross, defender couldn't get near it. So too the goalkeeper. And Kimani Arboin, it was stealing in at the back post, really should have leveled proceedings in this game.
Waterhouse still have possession, but if they were trying to mount an attack, it's come to naught here. And now Philando Wing on the ball. Perhaps didn't need to do a body feint in that position, especially in his own box. He's put his goalkeeper under some pressure, and under that pressure he's lost the ball. Godinho out wide to Brian. Cross not accurate. Philando Wing has been stellar whenever called upon in this game thus far, and Brian will leave that throw. Of course, 1-0 to the good, so of course he's in no hurry, especially early on in this one. Leave that for Dyer to take.
Yeah, setting up a long throw. He's the centre back.
Headed clear again by Wing. Merrick heads it on, but only as far as Campbell. To Leacock. Tries to get it out wide, and he does. Here's Thomas. Ooh, and Campbell went down, but referee says play on. Now McKenzie has a chance to get it to Gibbs. Gibbs trying to find Brown, but again Dyer at the back, dependable as ever. And Leacock's pass to Maria, cut out there by Merrick. Lewis turns inside, ricochets off Merrick, who goes for goal from distance, and it's ricocheting to the path of Brian Brown, who again his first touch just lets him down there, and if not for that he could have had an effort on goal.
Yeah, look, almost squeezing the way of Montego Bay United on a couple of occasions. But Brian Brown, not often his touch lets him down, and it probably would have been called offside nonetheless. Kimani Campbell down on his hunches now.
So too is Denardo Thomas, who after Campbell got up, he still remained down. I must say, ladies and gentlemen, just a minute to go in terms of regular time. I have to say it's been an absolutely phenomenal effort here by these Waterhouse players. Of course they are 1-0 to the good, but it could so easily be more, especially had they put away that earlier penalty, which Javane Bryan stepped up and unfortunately was unable to convert. But this wall at the back for Waterhouse has been stellar. Campbell, Amos, Dyer, all been sensational in protecting Roger Williams. And of course, Paul. And despite being the league's most potent attack, they've been withstood here in the opening stages of this game. And with not much left in this first half, just about 4 minutes of stoppage time, they'll be hoping Waterhouse to maintain this clean sheet with Norris Bryan. His first touch takes him around the defender. Godinho cuts inside, looks out to his left, and he finds Campbell. Whips across inside, and that's met by Sterling. Wing. Merrick turns and gets it out wide, trying to find Arboin, but Merrick is fouled behind the play, and that will be a free kick. Booted clear there, and it will be a yellow card, I believe, to Kimani Campbell.
Yeah, pretty obvious call, that one. Unnecessary yellow card to give up as well. Kimani Campbell should know much better, the Waterhouse skipper.
And Wing will resume play here now. Is Correa on the ball. The skipper passes back to Wing. McKenzie. Wing. Trying for Malachi Sterling, but pass not quite accurate, or maybe Sterling couldn't quite angle his run to his liking, and Roger Williams smartly goes down on that.
Yeah, I think he's well aware of the limited time left in this first half. Imperative that Waterhouse go into this halftime break with the lead.
Brian down this right hand side, trying to take on Tamar Lewis. Trying to get a cross in there. And that will come to naught. Burton plays it into Lewis, to Sterling. And Dallas deals well with that, and that will be a throw in to Montego United. Wing. Again to Mackenzie. Just a minute or under a minute really left in this half. Lewis, so lovely control on this left hand side. Whips a cross in. Looked a dangerous one, but no one there to meet it. Gibbs, too short of stature to really do anything about it. Wing. Correa, back to Correa after Wing got the return pass. Sterling has one more stab at it. The cross this time, not of the requisite quality. Correa. Oh, lovely back heel there. Sterling has another chance to cross. Ups to pass and loses it to Leacock. And that's booted clear, out of play. Waterhouse defending valiantly and in numbers. Correa back to Sterling. Looks in field trying to find Arboyne. And Campbell puts that one out of play. Anywhere will do at this point for the Waterhouse defense. Just trying to see out this lead early. And that they do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an enthralling clash here between the league leaders Montego United and Waterhouse, who are currently in 5th place, but arguably the hottest team in the league. And I must say, it's been something special, this Waterhouse team. They have been utterly brilliant. 1-0 to the good, and could so easily be up more had they taken their chance from the spot early in the game from Javane Bryan. But nevertheless, scoreline reads at the break: Montego United 0, Waterhouse 1. We'll be back after the break.
Ray and Never, feel we culture, yo.
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep, feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor rear rum, a celebration time.
I feel we culture. Make we show ya Jamaican culture.
Ray and Never, overproof from we just a do it to we culture.
A CB chicken, a better way. Introducing air chill chicken. It have more flavor, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better value, better taste, better chicken. CB chicken, tastes way better. Air chilled chicken, taste way better. Better value, better taste, better chicken. No antibiotic and hormone free. Have you tasted the new air chilled chicken? Or my chicken nut? CB chicken, it tastes way better.
I save from VM Building Society. Every deposit got me here. Every step forward put me in the driver's seat.
For everything you're looking forward to, open an iSave account today. Visit gotomyvm.com to get started.
Every $25,000 you save with iSave earns an entry to win cash or a new home of your own. The more you save, the more entries you get, and every entry has a chance to win a brand new home of your own. VM iSave is the key to winning.
Here's to the early risers, and we are here all-nighters, the go the extra milers, and let's do it until it works, workers. People who are powerful because they power through. Day after day, challenge after challenge. You see, true power is not something you can buy or collect. It's something that starts on the inside, and you always know it when you see it. Sunshine Snacks Peanuts, proud supporters of the powerful.
Ray and Neve, feel we culture. Yo!
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep, feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes.
Poor rear rum, a celebration time.
I feel we culture. Make we show ya Jamaican culture.
Ray and Neve, overproof from we just a do it to we culture.
A CB chicken, a better way. Introducing air chill chicken. It have more flavor, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better value, better taste, better chicken. CB chicken, tastes way better. Air chilled chicken, taste way better. Better value, better taste, better chicken. No antibiotic and hormone free. Have you tasted the new air chilled chicken? Or my chicken nut? CB chicken, it tastes way better.
I save from VM Building Society. Every deposit got me here. Every step forward put me in the driver's seat.
For everything you're looking forward to, open an iSave account today. Visit gotomyvm.com to get started.
Every $25,000 you save with iSave earns an entry to win cash or a new home of your own. The more you save, the more entries you get, and every entry has a chance to win a brand new home of your own. VM iSave is the key to winning.
Here's to the early risers, and we are here all-nighters, the go the extra milers, and let's do it until it works, workers. People who are powerful, because they power through, day after day, challenge after challenge. You see, true power is not something you can buy or collect. It's something that starts on the inside, and you always know it when you see it. Sunshine Snacks Peanuts, proud supporters of the powerful.
Hey, big up Montego, you know, because we're not prejudice, you know. Hey, give me the next shot, the same shot, yeah. That's the one there. Yeah, me, I said that to know, you know. The last thing, yes, you know. You got the every day. On to the knees and bases, on to them. The boy can't tear Rasta. If you try that, you can't escape Rasta. Them people want to know fake Rasta. From the barn to the low, we straight Rasta. I tell you, that's a big Rasta. From the steel, them are going, them are real actor. Hey, give me the adventure then. Yeah, man, big up the minister of tourism, you know. You see me a day, give me the adventure. Big up Montego, because we're not prejudice. You see me a say. Director of tourism, you know. Beautiful country, Jamaica, you know. Ready? Give me some more tempo, then, some more tempo. In a Jamaica, some more tempo. In that thing is brother. Turn up the tempo, yeah. Let me take you up. That's why I listen to the boat at the top gun drive. When I listen to the tempo, you can't mash up the performance. Yeah. 6 shots apiece, 5 shots apiece. The possession has been dominant display by Waterhouse. 63-37 in their favor. 2 corners to Montego United's 3. And 2 offsides for Waterhouse. They've been looking to get behind plenty. And of course, the solitary yellow card for Montego United, which went the way of Brian Brown, who tried to get an appeal for a penalty of his own just a few short moments after Waterhouse had their penalty, which was saved. In case you didn't get to watch the first half, it's a beautiful save by Devonnie Burton, denying Javane Bryan his 3rd of the season. And we're about to get back on the way here, folks. I must say, it's been an enthralling encounter. And it also seems that Alexander Bicknell has come onto pitch at half-time for Waterhouse. So we could see some changes as well from the team in the lead. The hosts looking to keep their lead. Leger, what have you made of the encounter thus far?
I think it's been a pretty exciting game, to tell the truth, John. Yeah, I think both of these teams have enjoyed their spells in this game, but all in all, Waterhouse, they have had the biggest chances. They've taken one of them. Javane Bryan missing a penalty midway through the first half, but to find the lead through Barrow, an excellent effort. Akima Jones making his way on for Gordon Gabriel. Also about to see Mario Sims and Alexander Bicknell as well. So both teams ringing the changes after 45 minutes. Bicknell will be making his way on for Mario Guido. And Sims making his way on for Denardo Thomas. Sims has been a substitute in his last 2 games, has scored in his last 2 games. Can he provide another deadly blow in the second half? We're off in the second 45 minutes.
There's Campbell trying to get it down wide to Barrow, and he does. And McKenzie does well there, and actually it's a goal kick for Montego United. Montego United just there weren't many, but they did show a few frailties at the back in that last half. Just in spurts, however, not really a consistent theme. One of the best defensive teams so far this year. They need their attacking prowess to get them back into this one. And there's Campbell, and he's gone down, and that will be a free kick. So Waterhouse.
Easy one to call that for the assistant referee and referee Parchment, of course. Montego Bay will be gunning to find a way back into this game. It's not often that they're shut out so far this season. But Waterhouse, when they take the leading games, especially as of late, they tend to see it out and get all 3 points.
And of course, they're well capable, as you mentioned before, in terms of their defense to keep a lead and sustain a lead, but we do know they have attacking firepower. They have already summoned one of their premier attacking threats off the bench in Mario Sims, as I mentioned before, 2 goals in his last 2 games. But they also do have Colorado Murray on the bench, who, of course, is still not fully fit, but they'll be hoping he can make an appearance soon.
Yeah, also other options such as Cardell Bembo, of course, who's returning from a hamstring injury that we saw in a stream game as well.
Poor pass by McKenzie and Barrow.
Yeah. It's been happening quite a bit, I would say, Montego Bay is struggling significantly in build-up. And it seems as if in the second half they haven't quite settled because the same issues persist.
Amos, long throw to Barrow. Still has possession. Finds Campbell on the left-hand side. Now here's Sims making his introduction after the break. Arboyne trying to clear it downfield, but now here's Merrick. Ooh, Gabriel clipped there. Actually, not Gabriel, my bad. It was Akimo Jones who came on after the break. A lovely pass from Bicknell. Out wide to Brian. Cuts inside. Oh, lovely ball for Brian. Oh, and a shot on a turn by Barrow. Almost gunning there for a second goal for Waterhouse.
Yeah, but it must be said though, disappointing defending from Montego Bay United, allowing him to control and get a shot on the turn. They didn't suffer for it and they're on the attack now, Montego Bay United, but worrying signs a bit, it must be said, defensively for the league leaders.
As mentioned before, there weren't many moments of frailty shown in the first half, but there were some, and in those moments they were made to pay. They'll have to be careful here, and just confirmation as we see on the screen of that aforementioned change with Akimo Jones being subbed in for Gurdon Gabriel. Clear downfield, they're looking for Barrow in behind, but Philando Wing, as he so usually is, in the right place at the right time there to cut that out. And Tamar Lewis's touch, not the quality that he'd have hoped for, and that will be out for a throw-in to Waterhouse. Ooh, he's got past several players down here, and Leacock goes to ground holding his face, but nothing forthcoming in terms of a decision. Gibbs finds Brown, trying to hold up the play, and he does, and wins a free kick for his efforts, and the yellow card will be directed towards Godinho.
And Kavis Paul there, I think, was a little bit too antsy to win that one. And in addition to that, he kicked the ball away, denying a quick restart. So if he wasn't going to get a yellow card for one, he certainly was going to get a yellow card for the other.
2024 NESPAC champions, Mr. Warren. A special shout out to you. Welcome to the Waterhouse.
Takes this cross to come in, and that's beaten away by Bicknell. Towards the Montego United bench, where we see coach Xavier Gilbert, who of course was responsible in terms of coaching for Montego United's exit from the playoffs last year. But now he has been charged with taking over this season, and he's done a great job, of course, guiding them to the top of the league thus far. It remains to be seen if he can get the job done and get them that all-important Jamaican Premier League trophy at the end of the season. But now they've lost the ball in the middle of the park. Dwight Merrick, not for the first time today, and they have a shot from distance, trying to catch Burton out, unable to there. And as I mentioned before, they are first in the league, but at the end of the day, the goal is to win in the playoffs. And what would it mean to the western side of the island after all that they've been through with the events of last year's hurricane especially? Of course, they did suffer a slump following the hurricane, 5-game streak without a win, but they've rebounded really well since then. 11 games unbeaten, 7 wins and 4 draws in that time. But now it's Brown through on goal, and a penalty for Montego United.
And it's Kavis Paul bringing him down, and it certainly will be a second yellow card and a red, heading the way of the young player from Guyana, Brian Brown, after appealing incessantly for a penalty in the first half, it seems as if it won't be a penalty for Montego Bay United. And look at the Montego Bay United players now, absolutely losing it. The assistant referee overruling referee Parchment. It was Brian Brown who was taken down by Kavis Paul. It was about as obvious a call as you could get. But the controversy is after whether or not it's going to be a penalty or not, and it seems as if it will be a free kick. It was good work by Malachi Sterling. The contact begins there, but did it carry over into the box is the question. It's extremely close. Difficult to tell from our angle. And Waterhouse, no double jeopardy for them. They've escaped that warning at the very least, but they will be playing the rest of this game with 10 men. The replay once more. The contact begins there, around 19 yards from goal. I think he let go. Right before entering the 18-yard box. So the referee Parchment had initially called for a penalty. Waterhouse, their blushes have been spared just a bit, because although they'll be down to 10 men following the dismissal of Kavis Paul, they'll also be spared because they haven't conceded a penalty here. Nonetheless, the pressure is on. How will Waterhouse react? This game has suddenly taken a massive turn, John.
Most definitely, and puts Montego United in quite a quandary. They need to go for goals here, but they also risk leaving themselves wide open at the back now that they're down to 10 men. Brian Brown, due to some poor discipline, really suffered 2 red cards, and Montego United in a precarious position, really. They'll be hoping that they can somehow come back into this game from this free kick here. Several options: could go for it straight directly, or a lay off for a shot. Kimo Jones standing over this one. It will be Jones! Not a bad effort at all. And Brian Brown encouraging that effort.
Yeah, it was a pretty good effort, as you said. Certainly had Roger Williams sprawling to his left as he had a bit of a glimpse to see if that was going to sneak into the top corner. Substitute Akima Jones providing a big scare now, but how will Waterhouse react? I suspect that Roger Williams went down with the guys of giving his team a chance to regroup following that red card. There will be a change for Waterhouse as well. Looks as if they will sacrifice an attacking player for a defensive one. It looks as if it's going to be Stevan Johnson to make his way on, I believe. Momentum in this game has certainly shifted, I would say, in favor of Montego Bay United.
You speak about sacrificing attack for defense. Montego United are in no such position to do that. In fact, it could be argued that it could be soon time to see the introduction onto the park of potentially either Jamari Clark, who, if you can remember, did begin the season on fire, as well as potentially, who knows, a Wayne Gordon. But however they get it, they're just gonna have to just throw the kitchen sink at it soon. They're going to need those goals. Roger Williams here, as we look to resume play, remains unfazed, as his goals not yet been really and truly tested. Montego United have had chances, but they've been far and few between. Waterhouse have been far the better team.
Yeah, and he will actually be the goal scorer, Neran Barrow. He has been substituted. Stevan Johnson now will be in the middle of that back three. So they've maintained their back five shape, or at least if it was a three at the back shape, now it's certainly going to be a back five for Waterhouse.
Sterling cuts in. Tantalizing run here, but turns back eventually. Pass towards Jones on that right hand side. Jones crosses in towards Brown. Leaves it for Merrick, and shots blocked. Sims has possession of it, loses to Jones. Correa. Definition of press resistant, really.
It seems as if that Waterhouse will be comfortable to try and soak up this Montego Bay United pressure. Usually in these scenarios, you'd see teams try and add an extra body to midfield. Waterhouse, they've gone maybe the opposite of that, maybe looking almost like a 5-2-2 in the end. Bicknell and Leacock in the middle of the pitch, Sims and Javane Bryan as the outlets. And their back five now, including Stevan Johnson in the middle of it.
Arbon pulls it out wide for Jones. Ooh, he's been kicked there. And subsequently that will be a free kick to Montego United, and in a very good position. It seems Jones himself will take. Jones over this one. Jay Williams shouting at Mario Sims there to position himself better. And he's finally pleased with what he sees. Malachi Sterling also goes over along with Jones to be over this free kick. Jones takes. Oh, teasing delivery, but headed away for a corner kick to Montego United.
Yeah, man, Leacock the one who got his head to that one. And Mobe certainly will be applying some serious pressure for what remains of this game. Over 30 minutes left to go.
Corner to be taken here. Sterling with the delivery. Comes in. And an attempt at a bicycle kick from Gibbs. Unable to beat it. Lewis. Cross. Ricochets around the box. McKenzie had a swing, but wild effort, and that was always going over.
There was always going to be a difficult skill to execute that one. Devereaux McKenzie maybe saw his name in lights a bit. Extremely difficult to catch that ball on the swivel and try and guide it goalwards. In the end, he could not. And Waterhouse survive another attempted onslaught by Montego Bay United. Don't suspect we'll see any more short goal kicks from Roger Williams tonight.
Ball cleared towards McKenzie. Lewis. Merrick to Sterling, into Brown. Out wide to Lewis. Oh, leaves Bicknell for dead there. He gets it out wide now to Sterling again. Cross coming in! And Williams making a show of it really before diving on the ball. Too much fanfare. A showman at his core.
Yeah, we saw in the last game against Portmore United, he had a bit of a showmanship as well. He always provides some sort of entertainment even when his team are under the cosh like they are now, as Montego Bay United prepares to build another attack.
Have the ball out wide here. Ball comes in, and that's dealt with well. But again, almost put themselves under pressure there. Montego United really starting to put the pressure on following that red card to Kivist Paul. Montego United prime position. They're positioned to really try to get something out of this game. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And Leje, your thoughts on that?
Well, as I said, it was a good piece of skill to evade his marker initially, Kimani Arboin, but has to do better with the cross. Only 1-2 players arriving in the box. It was always going to be difficult to pinpoint a cross. So I think you really just have to put it in a good area. And I think that cross went the complete opposite of a good area, I would say. As Roger Williams launches that goal kick straight out of play for another attempt for Montego Bay United to build an attack. Devereaux McKenzie to Philando wing. Montego Bay going about it at a patient pace here.
Jones plays it in to Gibbs. Eventually finds Lucas Correa, I should say. Gets rid of it to Gibbs, to Jones rather. Arboin still has position and ran out of space there. Lost it to Amos, who as usual standout, stellar performer tonight.
Yeah, fantastic work there from the centre back. He has been in really good shape, really good nick so far in this game, and he has to be for the rest of this game as well. So far, Waterhouse doing a good job of stemming the flow of this Montego Bay United pressure.
And Kimani Arboin, after what has been a mixed performance, shall we say, substituted there. And in his place, it seems, number 17, Keegan Tyson Call, will be coming on, hoping to make an impact for the league leaders here from the West.
Yeah, so under 20 star Dwayne Berger.
Substitution for Peter in the 65th minute. But it's still Waterhouse 1.
On the pitch now, he'll be playing in that right wing back role. Part of the under 17 team as well, and Javane Bryan, that one just evaded him. Keegan Call, the man from St. Lucia, immediately into the action with his pass. Wayward, and Roger Williams takes his time in retrieving that one.
Just playing with a bit of confidence, the young man now in goal. He clears that deep. And McKenzie almost made a meal of it, but thankfully no one was around to capitalize on the mistake. But there's Sterling. Wing gets it out wide to Lewis, and control lets him down. Just not really aware of his surroundings at that point in time, and there'll be a throw into Waterhouse. Not the sort of mistake they can afford to make. Just under 35 to go in this encounter. Still trying to find that equalizer, Montego Bay United. And they lose possession again here. There's Campbell. Loses out there. And that will be a throw in to Montego Bay United. Wing. Sterling. Out wide to Lewis again. Ooh, flicks it over his defender. Good bit of skill there. Cuts inside. Correa. Ooh, uncharacteristic of him there. Poor touch, but still has possession. Wing. McKenzie. Finds Lewis in the middle of the park. Turns under pressure from Bicknell, but gets it to Merrick. It's been rather deep in this one. He's going to have to get further forward to help Montego United score some goals in this one. Sterling crosses low, but not accurate. Oh, lovely bit of skill there. And Waterhouse still a possession. Sims couldn't get rid of it quick enough to feed Brian. But now here's Lewis. And he loses possession, fumbling with his feet there.
Yeah, once again his control or lack thereof letting him down. Tamar Lewis. Looks as if it's Shamar Dyer receiving some treatment over there on the far hand side. A bit of cramp already setting in for the centre back. His pass is wayward, however, and here comes Montego Bay United once more.
Ball out wide with Call, who still has possession somehow. And he lost it and gave away a foul. Rashawn Amos will take. And as J. Williams gets this free kick, would like to thank our sponsors for tonight. The Ministry of Sports, Social Development Fund, CP Foods, Admiral Locker Room, Jamaica Football Federation, GN Money, Fosco Oats, Powerade, VM Group, Sunshine Snacks, Chemtech Development and Construction Company, and Sagicor Life. Thank you for making tonight happen. Mario Sims heads that on, and to no one in particular, and Devonnie Burton will easily, under no pressure, get that one. Jones turns back and finds his teammate Mackenzie. Merrick out wide to his left, finds Sterling. Correa back to wing. Merrick. Wing. Just content and just playing it around here, but now he's gone down the left hand side and tried to make something of it there, but that'll be a corner kick.
It will be Okima Jones strutting over to take this one. It will be an in-swinger from that left-hand side. Can a set piece be the way that Montego Bay United get back in this game?
And that remains to be seen, but here's Okima Jones to try and make good on that. Lovely corner, and that's dealt well with there for the floor. Trying to flick it on, but now here's Merrick. Leaves it for Mackenzie. Out wide to Brown, chops it. Pass on the edge of the box. Oh, and it's a tame effort from Merrick to Roger Williams, who again making a meal of it, really. Just putting on a show for the supporters at this point.
Yeah, Merrick snatched at that effort. I think he had much more time than he would have assumed. Unable to connect with one of his teammates with his long pass, however. And Mobe made it look very difficult, but they have found a way to play out.
There's Floor, turns inside, finds Merrick, and the referee got in his way there, but given that Montego United still have possession, he'll be content with just letting play continue. And now is Okimo Jones trying to find Gibbs, but Amos again, as always, inevitable at the back, always there when you need him, dependable, and he's been sensational down that left hand side of the defense for Waterhouse, keeping the Montego United attack at bay. And I have to say, Waterhouse, as you mentioned before, did beat Montego United by this scoreline early on in this season and should they do it again, it would represent one of their best victories, best results this season, especially at this stage in the campaign. Just about 13 games left to go in this one after this game. Business into the season, every result counts. Amos sprinting forward here, and Mackenzie, great work there, and after that sprint it seems that Amos has gone down.
Excellent work there by the centre back, who has been the standout player in this game so far for my money, Rashawn Amos. Could tell for quite some while, quite some time, that he has been struggling a bit, but still giving everything he has, firstly in defense and then bursting forward to give his team some territory and possession.
And they'll be hoping they can keep him on the pitch, Waterhouse, but at the moment it does look like he's in quite some pain. And Sean Amos, however, will be substituted, and in his place comes my apologies, he'll be coming back onto the pitch shortly. But here's Merrick, Correa rather, loses the ball to Sims, who picked his pocket there while he wasn't watching. Here's Amos, back onto the pitch, back for Campbell. Ooh, lovely turn, but Gregory Floor there.
Must be said, Waterhouse are managing this game excellently so far. They're a goal up. They have a man disadvantage, but they're still doing so well of picking their moments. They defended well, but they've also done well to pick their moments and when to attack.
And they've been able here to keep the most potent attack in the league at bay, and I think a big part of that has been how deep Dwight Merrick has been. Of course, he's a midfielder by trade, but you tend to see him in more advanced positions, but he's been really prevented by doing that. Hasn't really had much time and space to do his damage further up the park where he's used to. Thoughts on that, Leger?
Yeah, Dwight Merrick, as you mentioned, he's been the talismanic figure for this Montego Bay United team, but I think some of their deficiencies in midfield as the season has gone on has forced him much deeper. That's a decent attempt at a cross, but he's certainly not picking up the ball in areas that you would want your attacking midfielder, you'd want your player with 10 goals, 9 assists to be picking up the ball. Like in those zones, right off the centre backs. I think Xavier Gilbert and his staff will have to find a way to get him involved higher. That's a good cross, by Nasharda Gibbs. Offside called against Montego Bay United.
And try as though they might. Montego Bay United, every attack they mount seems to be unsuccessful at the moment. And as you mentioned before, Dwight Merrick hasn't had the greatest of games, and he's going to be surprisingly substituted here. And as will be Nasharda Gibbs, two of their most creative players in the team, and not just in the team really, they've been the two most creative players in the league in terms of statistical output, in terms of assists. And they'll be taken off the pitch, and in comes Owain Gordon. And in addition to Owain Gordon, it seems DeAndre Brown will also come onto the pitch. The floor, trying to find Brown, but unable to. Loses the ball there to Dwayne Berger. But Wing has possession now for Montego United, and seems play will go the other way to Waterhouse. Taken. Sims trying to get away around floor there, unable to. And Stephon Johnson clears that one out of play. Ooh. Rough challenge there, but no foul. Brian. A number of feisty challenges here. The referee says play on to all of them. Oh, and he's gone past his man for pace here. And before the cross could come in, it was dealt with. And actually, it's a goal kick. Seems he ran out of space.
Waterhouse still being very sturdy in their defensive output so far in this game. They've been well worth their clean sheet after close to 78 minutes. But it's the next 12 minutes plus that will prove their acumen.
Brian's header there headed on to one of his teammates, and that will go all the way back to Burton, who throws that out to Jones, who I have to say has been steady since coming on for Montego Bay United. Sterling gets that out wide to Floor. Overlapping run there, and cross comes in. Ooh, dealt with, and that will be cleared for a corner kick. Not much time left. Montego Bay United looking to start the play quickly. Just hold on before they could get their set piece into the box. And it seems Okimo Jones will be going over to that left hand side to take the corner kick.
Come back, Sander. Sander, come back. Come back, Sander. Come back. Yeah, man. Come back to your goal, Sander. Come back to your goal.
Corner taken towards Correa, and the header not glanced goalward, and that will go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, the Brazilian unfortunately couldn't direct this one goalwards. Change coming up for Waterhouse. Javain Bryan making his way off. Colorado Murray now will be leading the line, or one of the players leading the line for Waterhouse.
Of course, Waterhouse their fans will love to see the sight of him back on the pitch after a somewhat lengthy layoff. Of course, the top scorer this season, and he's been pivotal to their success. They'll be wanting him back at his full powers, however, and that's why he wasn't introduced from the start. But he's on the pitch now and he could make an impact. Of course, a man down, but a goal up, and they'll be hoping that he can add to the lead here. But now, Montego United are on the attack, and they've done well there in the defensive line to win a goal kick.
Yeah, good tracking there by Stevan Johnson.
Montego United, Sterling to take the throw in. Wing. Mackenzie controls it at the second time of asking. Correa out wide to Jones. Not the best touch either. Montego United's back line not doing them any favors in terms of the quality of their passing as well as their first touch, putting them under some really unnecessary pressure. But also must be noted that Waterhouse's press, even this late into the game, has been stellar. And now here's a Wayne Gordon out wide. Cross by Gordon, headed away. Floor, even diminutive in stature, still gets ahead to that, and the referee has to stop play. Of course, we understand the protocol surrounding head injuries, and Colorado Murray, especially given his injury history, special attention will be given to him. And thankfully he's back on his feet, and rightfully, as expected, the ball will be given back to Montego Bay United. Sterling, Campbell, cleared downfield. Montego United really trying to put Waterhouse under the cosh, but not yet that telling strike in the final third that they so desperately need, and they're hoping to get it there. They didn't. Poor pass, or rather poor control. And again, Roger Williams at his comedic best once more, living it up quite the enjoyable time for the young man between the sticks of Waterhouse. Mackenzie out wide to wing. Gets it to Brown, lays it off for call, and he's offside for DeAndre Brown rather, and the linesman raises his flag.
Yeah, good centre forward play from Brian Brown. Unselfish as well to slip in DeAndre Brown, who just couldn't time his run effectively. And in the end, another excellent piece of tracking and marking by the Waterhouse backline. And another opportunity for them to take some time off the clock as they inch closer to what would be a fantastic victory in the Jamaica Premier League. But still so much time to go, as Mario Sims, I'm sure if he could keep the ball here for 8 minutes plus he would. Couldn't do so, however. And he does at least force a rush clearance from Montego Bay United and fell on the wing. Throw into Waterhouse.
Montego Bay United still regain position. Lovely pass there into the path of Brown by his namesake. And Floor couldn't control it quick enough and loses the ball to Murray. He uses his frame to good effect there. Bicknell. Sims rather high up the pitch. Oh, lovely pass. Well, I thought it was going to be, and had the accuracy and the requisite pace been placed on that, might have seen an addition to the lead there, and seems that there will have to be some medical attention given to Roger Williams, who's gone down. And I must admit, I do surmise that this is perhaps tactical, especially given a lot of what he's done throughout the course of this game. He has, of course, been really good in front of, in goal, in terms of commanding his box, but it's really his comedic timing that's caught the eye tonight. Course that won't want to be remembered for just that. He's still a goalkeeper, of course, formerly of Arnett Gardens, but nevertheless he's added to the entertainment value of the league for sure with his performance tonight. Waterhouse will just be hoping that he can keep the clean sheet, which is of course the most important thing for him tonight after all the antics. Now his wing. Crossfield pass, looking for a teammate, unable to find him, and now it's Sims trying to keep Call off of it, but he advances towards the corner flag, and he thought he was fouled, but instead he wins a throw-in. And Sims.
Yeah, excellent play that by Mario Sims, showing his value as an outlet on that occasion. Kimani Campbell will be the one to take on this one. I doubt it will go too far. It doesn't. It goes to Leacock. Campbell parading down the line and finds Sims. Murray trying to latch onto this one, but Malachi Sterling does well and actually finds DeAndre Brown. Excellent challenge by Shamari Dyer. Absolutely fantastic. And Bicknell tries to find Berger, but Offside against the fullback. Amos once more, this time wanting a little bit too much and has to recover quickly. Does Amos? Still seemingly ailing, taking some time to recover. As St. Fleur tries to trouble his fullback, finds his captain Lima, who finds Brian Brown. Malachi Sterling. Wing finding St. Fleur, and that's an excellent challenge coming in from Berger. Wayne Gordon dropping increasingly deeper to get some possession. Call, decent cross. It's dangerous, but in the end, Lima nor Brian Brown could get the pivotal touch from Montego Bay United, as Roger Williams squirts that one out to Omani Leacock, who combines with his captain Kimani Campbell and wins a foul, much to the protest of Malachi Sterling. But how valuable is that for Waterhouse as they look to battle out once more for the all 3 points?
Now here's Leacock coming forward with it. He's been stellar tonight. Has Sims, uses him down that left hand side under pressure from McKenzie, and displaying some game management there in the corner. And McKenzie wins the ball back, however, from Montego United. But now, oh, it's Murray! First shot since coming back from injury.
Yeah, it set up well for him, Colorado Murray. Didn't have many other options but to get the shot off, but it was rushed, it was hurried, and was inaccurate as well. Montego Bay, less than 7 minutes now to find an equalizer at minimum in this game. It's an excellent pass from Sterling, or at least it was an excellent attempt at a pass from Malachi Sterling. Couldn't quite connect with Carl. And Waterhouse. Another goal kick which Roger Williams will take.
Sims controls, but he's actually fouled the overall. McKenzie. Jones trying to find Paul out wide, and Jones into that challenge there. Won the 50-50, but as they say, in the battle, perhaps lost the war, and that will be a throw-in to Waterhouse. Correa. Wing. Cuts inside past Bicknell and finds Call on the right hand side. Cross comes in, dangerous one. Williams spilled it, but Leacock got it clear. And here's Sterling, wide again to floor. Cross comes in, and that's headed on by Correa, but over the bar.
Yeah, I think he'll want that one back, the captain. It was a decent cross coming in, but it was a position he found himself in between two centre backs. That's about as free as you can expect to be in the penalty area when a cross is coming in. Waterhouse escape once more. And that goal kick is launched long by Roger Williams. And Leacock does excellently, at least initially, to hold on to possession. Waterhouse, and that's, ooh, I think just a little bit too far ahead of Dwayne Berger, as Montego Bay maintain possession now through wing. Slips as he tries to play that pass, and Leacock, who has probably covered every single blade of grass on this pitch, does well to combine and get that one clear.
Here's Jones on the ball again. Just 4 minutes remaining. Montego Bay United to potentially get an equalizer here. And ricochets all the way through. Ray Williams throws that to Leacock. Again finds Murray. Not the greatest pass in the world. Montego Bay United have possession again. Mackenzie. Ooh, lovely pass to Brown, who left it, perhaps hoping that Brown would get it, but wasn't to be. Sims trying to find Campbell, and out comes Burton to the rescue. And it's left Mackenzie in a heap downfield. And Montego Bay United spared there. Sims' pass, the final pass, not quite on the money. Wing has lost the ball in a dangerous area here. Murray, he has two options and could find neither. And now Correa comes clear. Well, Sterling rather. Sterling, ooh, trying to squeeze it through. And the shot, I believe, coming in from Keegan Paul.
Yeah, I think he was trying to catch Roger Williams off his line there, who quite dramatically lets that one go by. Two minutes plus for Waterhouse to hold on here.
Montego United have that clear. And as far as Leacock, still on the ball. A lovely pass to Murray, and he gets that out wide to Sims. Leacock back to Sims, and Sims loses possession. That will be a throw into Montego Bay United. Greggy Floor to Correa. Coming clear now for Montego Bay United. 2 minutes to go. Can they conjure up some moment of magic to get an equalizer? The league leaders. Call out wide, back to Jones, dressing back here to give himself some space. Sterling looking for something, and in the end found nothing. Xavier Gilbert distressed.
I think that pretty much sums up what we've seen from Montego Bay. Their work in the final third just hasn't been good enough. Even with the man advantage, they haven't seriously tested Waterhouse on this defense and Roger Williams in goal. They have less than a minute to conjure up a chance that can earn them a point in this game.
Bicknell lifts the ball over the top, and he does find his man there, Berger, and he'll go over to win a throw-in off of wing for Waterhouse with just a few seconds remaining in the encounter.
And I think that actually might do it for this game. So little time remaining in this contest. I'm sure referee Parchment is looking at his watch here. Will there be time for another attack? Bicknell does well, wins a foul, and that's the end of the game, and it's a fantastic victory from Waterhouse. They did their attacking work in the first half. They defended as stout as one can in the second half. And they've earned themselves a very well-earned 3 points against a team at the top of the table in the Jamaica Premier League. And if there was any indication that Waterhouse are on the up, if there was any indication that Waterhouse are going to be a problem and an issue for the rest of this Jamaica Premier League season, we just got one with this dogged performance at home here against Montego Bay United.
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep for we country, rear it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes,
poor rear a celebration time.
I feel we culture, make we show ya Jamaican culture.
And if you overproof from we just a do it for we culture.
A CB chicken, a better way. Introducing air chill chicken. It have more flavor, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better value, better taste, better chicken. CB chicken, tastes way better. Air chilled chicken, taste way better. Better value, better taste, better chicken.
No antibiotic and hormone free.
Have you tasted the new air chilled chicken?
I my chicken nut.
CB chicken, it tastes way better.
I save from VM Building Society. Every deposit got me here. Every step forward put me in the driver's seat.
For everything you're looking forward to, open an iSave account today. Visit gotomyvm.com to get started.
Every $25,000 you save with iSave earns an entry to win cash or a new home of your own. The more you save, the more entries you get, and every entry has a chance to win a brand new home of your own. VM iSave is the key to winning.
Here's to the early risers, and we are here all-nighters, the go the extra milers, and let's do it until it works, workers. People who are powerful, because they power through, day after day, challenge after challenge. You see, true power is not something you can buy or collect. It's something that starts on the inside, and you always know it when you see it. Sunshine Snacks Peanuts, proud supporters of the powerful.
Ray and Neve, feel we culture, yo.
New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah.
Share it.
I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far.
From far, anytime we rep for we country, rear it have to come with we.
No matter with the bad vibes,
poor rear a celebration time.
I feel we culture, make we show ya Jamaican culture.
And if you overproof from we just a do it for we culture.
A CB chicken, a better way. Introducing air chill chicken. It have more flavor, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better value, better taste, better chicken. CB chicken, tastes way better. Air chilled chicken, taste way better.
Better value, better taste, better chicken. No antibiotic and hormone free.
Have you tasted the new air chilled chicken?
I my chicken nut.
CB chicken, it tastes way better.
I save from VM Building Society. Every deposit got me here. Every step forward put me in the driver's seat.
For everything you're looking forward to, open an iSave account today. Visit gotomyvm.com to get started.
Every $25,000 you save with iSave earns an entry to win cash or a new home of your own. The more you save, the more entries you get, and every entry has a chance to win a brand new home of your own. VM iSave is the key to winning.
Here's to the early risers, and we are here all-nighters, the go the extra milers, and let's do it until it works, workers. People who are powerful, because they power through, day after day, challenge after challenge. You see, true power is not something you can buy or collect. It's something that starts on the inside, and you always know it when you see it. Sunshine Snacks Peanuts, proud supporters of the powerful.
Ray and Never, feel we culture, yo! New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah. Share it! I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far. From far, anytime we rep, feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we. No matter with the bad vibes, poor rear rum, a celebration time. I feel we culture. Make we show ya Jamaican culture. Ray and Never, overproof from we just a do it to we culture.
A CB chicken, a better way. Introducing air chill chicken. It have more flavor, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better value, better taste, better chicken. CB chicken, tastes way better. Air chilled chicken, taste way better. Better value, better taste, better chicken. No antibiotic and hormone free. Have you tasted the new air chilled chicken? Or my chicken nut? CB chicken, it tastes way better.
I save from VM Building Society. Every deposit got me here. Every step forward put me in the driver's seat.
For everything you're looking forward to, open an iSave account today. Visit gotomyvm.com to get started.
Every $25,000 you save with iSave earns an entry to win cash or a new home of your own. The more you save, the more entries you get, and every entry has a chance to win a brand new home of your own. VM iSave is the key to winning.
Here's to the early risers, and we are here all-nighters, the go the extra milers, and let's do it until it works, workers. People who are powerful, because they power through, day after day, challenge after challenge. You see, true power is not something you can buy or collect. It's something that starts on the inside, and you always know it when you see it. Sunshine Snacks Peanuts, proud supporters of the powerful.
Ray and Never, feel we culture, yo! New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah. Share it! I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far. From far, anytime we rep, feel we country.
Night. Thank you. Well, started a little bit shaky, but coach called us one side and talked to us and tell us to play our football game, which is passing, and that's what we did today. Well, we just work hard in training every day now. Coach always tell us to play hard, you get me? And that's what we did every match. Well, we work hard off the pitch, you know, that's it. Thank you.
Represent and now Montego United. Thoughts on the win Good night. Thank you for the congratulations. Yes, the team is playing good today. On the second half, after the red card, we're suffering a lot. But the first half, big part of the first half was our. We missed the penalty, but the team recovered the rhythm, recovered the scoring opportunities, was focused on the match. I really appreciate the effort of the player to at the end of the match, because we play maybe close to an hour. The second half was tough. And Montego is a good team that is playing very good, but the team is dreaming with chips, big things with the team, and we keep dreaming.
Of course, the man of the match tonight was Rashawn Amos. The entire backline has been great, especially since you took charge. What do you think has been the key to your defensive success so far since your tenure?
Always working hard, and in a zonal marking, shifting by side, training the wide defending, training the deep defending. It's not just about the keeper and the 5 on the back. The 2 number 6 are working so hard. The wing backs and the 3 on the front in high pressure today. In some moment of the first half was important the high pressure of Barrow, Denardo and Javan Bryan, and some balls recovering on the middle by Omani Lecoq. But was important the high pressure of the three front attacking, and it's important the work of all the team, not just the 5 and the keeper.
Thoughts also on the goal by Neron Barrow, wonderful effort.
Oh, the same goal that he scored in Mont Pleasant was the same, but it's important that the striker take confidence scoring the same. Today was important if Javan Bryan scored, but missed the penalty. But Javan Bryan always is working hard by the team, creating scoring chances, making high pressure, recovering on the middle, helping the wing backs. Javan is a hard working.
Surely, before you go, I have to also make mention of Colorado Murray back from injury. Your thoughts on what he can offer to the team for the rest of the season now that he's back?
Yes, it's important. We are recovering. Cardell played in Portmore. Colorado also. Kivis Paul came back in Portmore game, and Dallas came back against Spanish, and today come back Dwayne Berger by the national team. We are very happy by him, but maybe it's a little tired because he's coming to 2 qualies, World Cup qualies, and it's tough by him, but today come back with us, and we are very happy with him.
Congratulations again, coach.
Thank you.
Rear rum, it have to come with me. No matter with the bad vibes. Poor rear rum, a celebration time. I feel we culture. Make we show ya. Jamaican culture. And if you overprove from, we just have to do it for we culture.
A CB chicken, a better way. Introducing Air Chill Chicken. It have more flavor, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better value, better taste, better chicken. CB chicken, tastes way better. Air Chilled Chicken, taste way better. Better value, better taste, better chicken. No antibiotic and hormone free. Have you tasted the new Air Chilled Chicken? Or my chicken nut? CB chicken, it tastes way better.
I save from VM Building Society. Every deposit got me here. Every step forward put me in the driver's seat.
For everything you're looking forward to, open an iSave account today. Visit gotomyvm.com to get started.
Every $25,000 you save with iSave earns an entry to win cash or a new home of your own. The more you save, the more entries you get, and every entry has a chance to win a brand new home of your own. VM iSave is the key to winning.
Here's to the early risers. And we are here all-nighters, the go, the extra milers, and let's do it until it works, workers. People who are powerful because they power through day after day, challenge after challenge. You see, true power is not something you can buy or collect. It's something that starts on the inside, and you always know it when you see it. Sunshine Snacks Peanuts, proud supporters of the powerful.
Ray and Never, feel we culture, yo! New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you living, yeah. Share it! I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far. From far, anytime we rep, feel we country. Real.
Good night again, coach. Tough result tonight. But what are your thoughts on the performance of the guys tonight?
I mean, we weren't, to be honest, we weren't bad for most part, but I think we got reckless and careless, especially in the second half. You know, especially when they're down to 10 men. I think we rushed the game. We just didn't keep possession of the ball as best as we could or should have in the final third. And I think that's where we lost it tonight, you know. I mean, and to be honest, that's where he's playing deeper in latter stages of the competition. He has been doing well there. He's scoring goals from there as well. But I really wanted him closer to the goal. But we just didn't combine. We weren't good enough in the final third tonight. We made some bad decisions. We just have to fix it. We're back here again on Sunday, and we just got to do better. I'm just disappointed that we didn't get that call. You know, for me it was a clear PK, but that's how it is sometimes. I thought he made the right decision first, and then went over to his assistant, and then, you know, somehow it changed. You know, but we just have to respect the decisions of the officials. That's how they see it, and we just have to do what we have to do, which is put the ball in the back of the net, and we just didn't do that tonight. So and that's what I really want to focus on, despite being very disappointed not getting that call. Oh no, certainly not. Come on. I mean, unfortunately, this, you know, Waterhouse was one of the teams that we lost to, you know, when we went on this run. So no, I'm not perturbed by that. We just have to fix it for Sunday coming. We're back here on Sunday, and we're just looking forward to another interesting encounter.
Lastly, before we let you go, of course, it's been pretty much a decade since Category 19 won their last JPL trophy. What would it mean to bring back the trophy to other citizens in the West, considering everything that they've been through?
I mean, it will mean a lot, and that's what we're focusing on. We're still some distance away, and we're just focusing on tapping the table and getting into the playoffs and take it from there. That's our main focus right now, and then when we reach the playoffs, then we'll focus on that. Yeah, man, thanks, I appreciate it.
Come with a come with me. No matter with the bad vibes. Poor we're my celebration time. I feel the culture. Make we show ya Jamaican culture. And if you overprove from we just a do it to the culture.
I see big chicken, a better way. Introducing air chill chicken. It have more flavor, you don't know what you're missing. It tastes better, full of flavor in the kitchen. Better value, better taste, better chicken. CB chicken, tastes way better. Air chilled chicken, taste way better. Better value, better taste, better chicken. No antibiotic and hormone free. Have you tasted the new air chilled chicken? Or my chicken nut? CB chicken, it tastes way better.
you.